Hey guys, something has just come to my attention with regard to the extremes that I'm doing things in, if that makes sense. So between my planning and my doing stuff, so what I put into my day, my intentional stuff, the intentional things that I'm doing in each day, and then the downtimes. So the problem that I'm having at the moment is that if I'm doing the stuff that I need to do or I want to do, and then what happens is if I've got any spare free time. So if I've got any spare time handy, what's happening is that I'm because I don't have anything to do, that time will more or less automatically get filled with just anything really. And so that could involve, or it's almost like I'm tapping my fingers. Well, I haven't got anything to do. What could I do? I know what I'll do. I'll go and view some video, and it's not even so much as a conscious thought that's going into it. It's more a case of it's more like it feels to me more like panic. I haven't got anything to do. I need something to do. I should be doing something. So I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And so that's what it feels like to me is there is a degree of I'm afraid to not be doing something. And I think the reason why that is because it's almost like I don't want to deal with myself or I don't want to deal with, the emotions that could come up as a result of not doing anything. So maybe I could sort of talk into this a bit more. Um, So there's a fear of not doing something, and that fear is based around I could get punished for it, if that makes sense. That would have happened um, at a younger age for me, of course. Um, and as a result of that, I mean, what happens is because of there's two extremes where I'm either doing something or I'm not doing something. So I can either lapse into if I'm not doing something, I can lapse into just aimlessly doing nothing and just floating around and feeling a bit useless, like I'm not doing anything useful. Or I can go into the other mode where I'm literally just doing all the time. I'm like, I'm totally in something. In both modes, I go into an unconscious state where I don't really have any control over what's going on, if that makes sense. Um, or I feel like I don't have control, is what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of interesting actually, and I just wanted to get it out on video more than anything else, um, because that state has only increased over the past sort of couple of weeks to a month, especially since I've been trying to sort of break my financial thermostat because I've been trying to stay in safety and comfort. In the safety and comfort of what I already know how to do with finances, which is not really serving me because I'm not able to break that ceiling. So it's just yet another thing that's been irritated. But this has been a long term thing anyway. It's been going on for quite some time, and it's sort of come into my attention now, and it's surfaced actually over the past couple of months a lot of times. With regard to how I'm filling my space, and it is particularly uncomfortable for me to be in a state where I don't feel like I'm actually doing anything. And then the other thing that happens as well is that I tend to start attacking myself for actually doing nothing. And I tend to look back on the day and start scolding myself, feeling bad about how I wasted the day by doing this, that, or the other because I didn't have a plan. And so it's kind of created this dependency on having some sort of plan in the day, so that I can feel like I've done something, so that I can feel like I've achieved something. It's almost like a sort of a way I can pat myself on the back, so I can, not so much so that I can, but it's I think it's pretty much to do for me with just feeling like I've achieved something. It's almost like a sort of pat on the back from the internal parent. Well, you did this today, son, and that's a good job. And now I accept you because you've done this. If that makes sense. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I just wanted to share that, but another internal insight there, guys. So that's pretty much it, and I'll speak to you very soon.